just spend time getting to know people is a big key. And then also paying close attention to the way they talk, right? Words are a window to the mind, as we all know.
What does it really look like to truly unlock someone's potential? If someone's listening and saying, yeah, I'd love to unlock my team's potential, like what could you give them that's really practical that they could do, today or tomorrow that could really make an impact, or this week or this month that could really make an impact on their team?
Great question. And so, I think there's a lot of ways to approach it. I think a lot of leaders, by the way, spend and burn a lot of energy trying to take people's weaknesses and make them strengths. And at the end of the day, that isn't necessarily the way, in my opinion, that you're going to get the best results, right? So part of it is realizing, right, getting to know your people. And so obviously, I think from a personality assessment or core value index, which is what I've always used for the last 12, 13 years, I kind of get an understanding, right? Everybody's different. Everybody's unique. Everybody's environment has shaped them to a degree. But it kind of gives me some understandings of like, hey, naturally, here's where this person is going to be great. Here's some areas that they might have challenges. If I can maximize the things that they do well and help minimize the things that might hold them back, that obviously is what I mean by that. And that's going to free them up to maximize their best. At the same time, right, I think, there's a way of thinking, right? There's a mentality that doesn't matter what personality style somebody has, but, helping people understand standards for themselves, and ingraining a culture of, what is acceptable. How do excuses go here? How hard do we play? Right? When we come to work, how do we bring it? Right? What's a day? What's winning the day mean in this organization, on this team, at this practice that we're in? And establishing those kind of cultural norms, right, that create high performance, and then taking the individual players on the team and working with them to say, hey, this is something that you have challenge with. How do we minimize that, right? How do we allow that? How do we have life hacks that allow to remove some of those things that are not a strength of yours? I mean, let's be real. Okay, this might not be something that you're great at, but what are hacks that we can put in place that allow it not to hurt you bad? And then what are the things that you're great at, and how do we max that out? Because this is something that's right in your sweet spot. Let's hit home runs there all day. Right. And so I feel like, being able to identify those things in people, whether you use a personality assessment or not, or you just spend time getting to know people, is a big key. And then also paying close attention to the way they talk. Right. Words are, a window to the mind, as we all know. Right. And a lot of people will help you understand the way they think and where their shortcomings are in their mindsets and their attitudes, by the vernacular that they use on a regular basis. And so that's another way to help people think the right way, right? I mean, in today's world, a lot of people go around, with the glass half empty mentality, or not thinking, that they're capable of great things. And sometimes they just need somebody to believe in them and somebody to pour that belief into them, or help them have the vision of what could be possible if they overcame some of those challenges or state of mind.